Long ago, near the blue waters of the Bay of Naples in Italy, there was a beautiful city full of laughter and life. Its name was Pompeii. Pompeii was a proud Roman city, known for its fine houses, grand temples, and busy markets. In the mornings, the smell of fresh bread filled the air as bakers opened their shops. Farmers came from nearby villages with baskets of figs, grapes, and olives to sell. The streets were lined with fountains, and water ran through stone channels that kept the city clean. People in Pompeii loved comfort and beauty. They decorated their homes with colorful wall paintings and beautiful mosaics made of tiny stones. They relaxed in bathhouses with warm water, met friends in open courtyards, and watched plays or fights at the amphitheater. On summer evenings, families gathered outside, sharing food and stories under the soft glow of oil lamps. Above the city stood a tall mountain, Mount Vesuvius. Its peak was often covered with mist, and people thought it made the land around it rich and fertile. No one feared it. To them, it was simply part of the landscape, peaceful and unchanging. But Vesuvius was not peaceful. Deep inside, the earth was restless. The mountain was not just a mountain. It was a sleeping volcano. And one day, it would wake. The day came in 79 AD. It started quietly. A few dogs barked. Birds flew away from the mountain. Some people noticed the ground tremble, but they had felt small shakes before and didn't worry. The sky was clear and bright until, suddenly, it wasn't. Around noon, a loud explosion echoed across the bay. A black column of smoke and ash burst from the top of Mount Vesuvius and rose high into the sky. It looked like a great pine tree, its trunk made of ash, and its branches made of fire. The sky turned dark as night. Ash began to fall like gray snow. People coughed and covered their mouths with a cloth. Roofs started to crack under the heavy weight. Stones rained down. Some families ran toward the harbor, hoping to escape by boat. Others stayed inside, praying it would stop. But it didn't stop. The air grew hotter and thicker. Then came waves of fire and gas, rolling down the mountain faster than horses could run. In moments, everything was covered: houses, streets, people. The noise, the light, the life all vanished under a sea of ash. By the next morning, Pompeii was gone. The once lively city lay buried under meters of ash and pumice. No one could see where the streets had been. Silence filled the land. Years turned into decades, then centuries. Grass grew over the place where Pompeii had stood. New towns rose nearby, and people forgot about the city under the ground. Only the mountain remained calm again, as if nothing had happened. Then, in the 1700s, workers digging near Naples uncovered something strange. They found walls painted with bright colors, pots and statues still in place, and stone streets just as they had been long ago. When they dug deeper, they found shapes, the shapes of people. Some were lying down as if asleep. Others were reaching out, frozen in their last moments. The world was amazed. For the first time, people could see how Romans had truly lived and how they had died. Bread was still in the ovens. Jars of oil were still sealed. Paintings looked fresh, as if made only days before. It was as though time had stopped in Pompeii. Today, Pompeii is one of the most famous archaeological sites in the world. Visitors walk through its stone streets, see the remains of houses, and imagine the voices that once filled them. You can still see writing on the walls, footprints in the dust, and the outlines of people who once lived there. The city that vanished now tells its story to everyone who visits, a story of beauty, tragedy, and how quickly life can change. And when people look up at Mount Vesuvius, standing quiet and tall once more, they remember what it once did. And they listen to the mountain's silent warning that nothing on earth lasts forever.